How you guys doing today? It's Anthony Gangi, host of Tier Talk. And I got a question that I was asked today in regards to education. And I've covered this topic before. I've even wrote about it on an article for Corrections 1. And I sat down with retired Major Louis Soto, who's actually now a college professor. And we talked about the balance between education and experience. And the question asked today was, when is it a good time to go for your degree while working in corrections? And it's a great question, and I'm going to answer it when we come back from our sponsors. So guys, if you haven't, remember guys, this show is for you brave men and women who work behind the wall. So please subscribe, interact, engage, and comment. And don't forget to hit that bell. The bell's going to notify you every time I post up a video. I stand by for our sponsors.
I wanted to attend a university that had an intelligence program. I wanted to look at problems different. I wanted to increase my critical thinking abilities. AMU offered those avenues to expand. Obtaining your degree as an adult, you're actually paying yourself and investing in yourself. You can't put a dollar on it, it's priceless. It's something that can never be taken away from you.
American Military University. Learn from the leader.
Being a corrections officer takes its toll on even the strongest individuals. The constant need to perform at the highest level, putting your life at risk in a hostile environment, and the mental scarring of traumatic experiences. 31% of corrections officers show symptoms of PTSD, and 66% of people with PTSD also suffer with a substance abuse problem. The Transformations First Responders program is specially designed to help veterans and officers heal from the grips of addiction and PTSD in a comfortable, supportive, and serene setting. You are not alone. If you have questions about the services we offer, give us a call at 866-762-8454 to get more information on this affordable and life-changing program.
Thank you guys for listening to my sponsors. So, the question is, Gange, when is it a good time to go back to school and get your degree while working in corrections? I don't think you can put a time frame on that. I think it's really about when you feel it's the best time to go, because everybody can have their own reasons. In my case, I wanted to cross into the administrative end. I was a supervisor at the time, and I said, you know what, let's try to take it to the next level. And I wind up getting a degree in psychology, but it took me 10 years to do that. 10 years to actually start looking for that degree, and then it took me 2 years to complete it. I did have some college credit at the time that was able to be utilized, so I was able to get my degree in just about 2 years, and it's a bachelor's degree. I chose psychology because it does pertain to the field. Some people may choose sociology, some people may choose public administration or criminal justice. I chose psychology, which I enjoyed. It was something I enjoyed. But for me, as I said, I used it to move up because I thought that the degree would look favorable on my resume, gave me a good balance, and it did. It got me the position. And I also see now, you always talk about the evolution of corrections, and I mentioned this on the interview that you can find on my videos with retired Major Louis Soto, who is now teaching at Rutgers, is that the evolution of education, I think, is to bring more people with experience back into the classroom to kind of balance what's being taught in the book with reality. And I'm a big fan of that. A big fan. I have an article on this as well in Corrections 1. I'm a big fan of that balanced approach. I believe it is needed. I believe that experience is always the forefront. It's always ahead. But education can draw a good balance. You know, it really could. So if anybody that looks while they're in the field to get their degree, we should support them. Because as they get their degree and they get a chance to move up, they're going to bring experience back to the higher levels, which means that they're going to understand some of the choices that we need to make at the bottom level. So we need to support people who are seeking to get their degree and then going for those higher positions. Also, we need to support people who have experience, have a degree, and looking to teach. You know, that's something that we need to start looking at now too, those with experience in the classroom. Because that's going to provide a very balanced approach to our future leaders. You know, because right now, a lot of the people that are, a lot of the students right now are being taught that strictly from the book. They're not being taught by people that have experience in the field. So whoever writes the book, whatever perspective they have, it's just not being challenged because the people that teach don't have the experience to challenge it. Well, now that's starting to change. These books may be required books, but then you got college professors with experience that say, okay, well, that's what the book says, but in reality, this is how it really works. And what's cool about this, guys, and I do this with my friend Louis Soto, who's the retired major who now works at Rutgers, is he brings experienced people to the classroom so we could speak, so we could talk about what it's like to do what we do. So in this case here, it's a criminal justice course. So we're able to speak about our perspective and give just people a dose of truth that goes way outside the book. Way outside the book. So again, just to answer the question or keeping this video short, it's really on the individual. I think it's something that we should support. I think when the individual makes it to the top, they cannot forget where they come from. They have to remember their roots. You're bringing experience up to the higher echelon, which is great. Balanced with education. That can help you when you have to kind of go through those moments where you have to decide if an officer or if a staff member committed to the right actions. And sometimes it's about navigating through the gray. And that's where experience and education can really help you with that. Can really help you understand that gray. But again, led by experience. Experience will always help you navigate through the gray. But education is still a good backbone. It's still a good backbone. But again, I'm a big fan of experience. That's why I'm okay with departments, if they're looking to promote, they kind of supplement education for experience. So if it requires, let's say, if a position requires a 4-year degree, they will say, well, you could either have a 4-year degree or 4 years as a supervisor. And again, that's an effort to bring experience up the chain. So I think I answered it well. It depends on the individual, what you're looking for, and if you're trying to get something that requires a degree. But again, just saying it one more time, just if you make it up, obviously we support that effort. Just don't forget where you come from. That's the key. That's why we're supporting your move forward, because we need people to understand our position on the front line, and that goes way past the book. That's why there's a great need for people with a balanced approach between education and experience. Experience always leading the way. But if you do, I just want to say, the person asked the question, good luck in attaining your degree, and we should show support to that. And as always, guys, the show is Tier Talk. If you haven't, please subscribe, interact, engage, comment, and hit that bell. The bell's going to notify you every time I post up a video. My name is Anthony Gangi. Stay safe.